What's up, Goblin Nation? It's Jabrian and welcome back to the Goblin Show. Happy to see you here. Previously, I took a break from Real C's and released a video in my old style. Don't worry, I'm not quitting Real C's content, but I'll be branching out for a little since the game isn't coming out for months and I don't want to burn out. So instead, I'm covering another popular game everyone is talking about and going over whether or not I think you should check it out. Devas of Creation is a brand new MMO-style Roblox game dropping next month, so the wait won't be long, and that's a huge point in its favor. Before I get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, because I was born with a rare genetic condition that gives me back pain whenever I lose subscribers. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, buckle in because delicious times are ahead of you. Now, before you say anything, I already know I'm late. So late, in fact, I didn't even know this game existed until someone commented on one of my last videos. Did you know that when you don't know about a game, it's really hard to sign up for testing? Who would have thought? So while other YouTubers have been playing the game and getting footage, I don't have any. So I decided to steal someone else's. For the most part, I'm going to be analyzing the trailer that they released, but I did want to get some early game footage, so I took some of that. Don't worry, it's fair use. I can't get sued. They could try. Trust me. I'm literally using their footage and there's nothing they can do about it. This is both transformative and changes it completely. Also, look at these insane requirements for content creator in the Discord. 40,000 subscribers? Yeah, yeah, right. So first thing in the character creator, there is a bit of a spin system. I know some of you guys don't like that. I love gambling in games. I think RNG makes the world go round sometimes, you know? Another cool thing is save slots. As you guys know, I love save slots. I don't know how useful they'll be in this game, but it's never a bad thing, so that's another plus. Another really cool part of the customization is the different races they have. Really makes it feel more like an MMO, you know, with like elves and that kind of thing. The races all have unique appearances and lore, which is pretty cool. But if you look on the right, you can also see they each have different stats too, so that might be kind of important depending on what build you're going for. Another great thing this game has going for it is skills as well. Just similar to Real C's having talents where you can level up woodcutting, you can also do that in this game. You can see on the left it says Lumber Mastery. The menus also all look really good in game, which I think is a huge thing in this kind of game. Makes it look like an actual official game instead of a Roblox game. This game also has crafting, so you can level that up as well and craft better and better gear. And in the Discord, they mentioned that the economy is going to be player run, so you can be a merchant if you want. The game is very visually impressive. You can see this little walk through the city. It looks really good. Another really cool thing about this game is that it has a pet and a mount system. Pets and mounts are two really cool systems because it adds so much to collect, and also it's just really cool visually. And if you look, he has a little baby elephant there. I guess it's a mammoth. And then in the next scene, it's fully grown and he can ride it. So I guess this means you can actually raise the mounts and the pets, which is pretty cool. So normally I play it pretty safe with my assumptions. So I would have assumed that the pet version was actually separate, but the way it glows really makes me think it levels up. So maybe it does grow into a bigger version. It would also explain why he has two pets, because most games would only let you have one. Plus on the right you can see that it does in fact level up, so I'm just going to assume that it does become a mount. You can see they show off a couple more mounts here. I'm a huge fan of the Triceratops with the four legs that are just completely to the side, which is really unique. I think the running animation I think looks really cool. They show off a little bit of gameplay where he's fighting with the dragon by his side. I'm not really sure, does the dragon do anything? It doesn't look like it's fighting, but maybe I just missed it. I don't know. This raptor thingy looks really cool too. It's like super skeletal, you know. And then they end this part by showing off a couple more pets. I think the variety is pretty good. A lot of these are just kind of animals. There's a couple that are really unique, like that little like bunny looking thing that's fat. I'm just going to assume most of these are going to be mounts just kind of because of the way they're shaped. Oh, and there will be flying mounts too, but it seems like they'll be harder to get because they made a whole area for it. So I'm guessing they'll be like a really tough quest or something like that. I'm so used to talking about Real C's that part of me was almost like, man, aren't these going to make ships useless? But this isn't a pirate game, so that's kind of a funny assumption. I'm really hoping they went mount attack and actually kind of build the combat into it. I think it'd be really cool. Maybe I'm expecting too much from a Roblox game, but you know, it could be really cool. Alright, finally let's get to the release trailer. First they start by showing off a couple little areas and then a couple bosses. I like the variety in their body shape. I know it's kind of a little thing, but just the fact that they look so different is a good sign. Another kind of genius thing they did here with the knockback is that it actually makes them slide, so it's not just like the ragdolling that you see in every other game. They can basically make any character slide and it'll look kind of normal. I don't know who's doing the editing, but they should really give them a raise because these transitions are really clean. The skill variety is kind of nuts. I know we're only seeing a couple, but they're so different, and I can just imagine the PvP is going to be crazy. Which sucks because I'm terrible. If this game is good, I'm going to have to practice a lot on MNK. And then they show off some more skilling, which is really cool. Mining, woodcutting, and fishing. Hold on guys, I got to change the title of this video to, this is the greatest game coming out in 2024. A really interesting side effect of this game coming out so soon is that it's doing a lot of the same things Real Seas is doing, which is pretty interesting because I think when Real Seas is going to come out, a lot of people are going to be like, well, we already have games that do that. So maybe this is going to hurt Real Seas a bit. It's funny because in my videos where I talk about Real Seas, I already kind of get comments where people are like, Arcane Odyssey already does this. It's like, yeah, buddy, okay, but Arcane Odyssey looks like this. I know I've kind of drifted off the topic of the video, but it's just showing a lot of gameplay, which is cool, but there's not really much I can add aside from saying that the skills look cool. And here we have more mount gameplay. We've seen some of these before. The flying one looks really cool too. And you can see this is a PvP arena. I like the little visuals outside of the actual arena. Like you can see one team has a dragon and the other team has like a giant plant creature. I don't expect them to actually do anything or change gameplay, but they're really cool visually. And never mind, he breathes fire. I honestly did not expect that. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what triggers it. Maybe it has a cooldown that you can trigger. That kind of raises some questions. Like, do you pick which creatures behind you? And do they have different movesets? Also, I'm not a fan of Battlegrounds games, but it's kind of cool that they're doing their own standalone Battlegrounds experience based on, you know, their actual game. I think part of me has always wondered why these people don't just take the abilities that they've already worked on and put them into a Battlegrounds game. Because Battlegrounds games seem like the easiest kind of games to make, especially compared to like a full RPG. You know what I mean? Because you basically just make the map and then you're adding in movesets, right? And now obviously if you want them to be good, they're going to take a while. But it's not like you're adding like NPCs and quests. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it's less work. Oh, it's pretty cool. They actually have a cosmetic system that you can earn like by playing. Looks like there's also Robux, but you know, that's obvious. You actually spin for the cosmetics, which is controversial. But once again, I like gambling in games, so this is a complete W for me. If they keep adding outfits and weapon skins and that kind of thing, I feel like this has a lot of potential. I might even check it out. I mean, the only Battlegrounds I played was Fruit Battlegrounds, and that's just because you could spin for different devil fruit and level them up, and I really like the progression from leveling up fruit. There is actually like a leveling bar at the bottom that it looks like it's for mastery, but maybe it's based on his weapon, or maybe it's just overall level. And that will be kind of important, at least for me. Let me know if you guys want me to cover this Battlegrounds game separately, or, you know, maybe I'll just cover them at the same time, who knows. The combat does look pretty fun. I just need to get me some of that controller support, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's just mobile support, controller support, and, you know, obviously PC. And then you have it yourself set. Plus, getting added to consoles is a huge easy W because you really don't have that much competition. There aren't that many games on console, especially good games. Come on, bro, my friends don't got PCs. You're killing me with this shit. And that's about it for the video. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Welcome back to Gibbs Corner, where I give my thoughts at the end of the video when most people have already left and only the real ones stay. Now, why is it called Gibbs Corner and not Jibs Corner? I don't really know. I think it just sounds better. Everyone just calls me Gibby anyways. The real question is, how much sleep am I gonna get before my shift at work? Probably like 2 hours because I work in like 5 hours, so, you know, GG. If you got this far in the video, comment uh-oh stinky. I think this will really help the algorithm and push my channel to the top. Thanks, and tune in next time for a non-Real Seas video again.